Hi, my name is Elodie, and I'm here to talk about one of the UN Sustainable Goals, climate action. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've heard about all this before. I know, climate change, save the animals, save the trees, woohoo, done. But can you imagine if your home started disappearing, people started hunting you, you had to walk around just to get water, and the reason behind it all? Humans. That is what some animal species have to go through. Climate change is caused by humans, and some people hunt animals for things like food, horns, and fur. Even though we can all do our part, the only way things will completely change is if everyone helps. Recently, I saw something on the news. Hedgehog numbers are declining. I thought, this is strange. There used to be hedgehogs everywhere. And then I realized that if we don't all do our part, loads more animal species could start disappearing, or worse, going extinct. You see, hedgehogs have to hibernate through winter. Oh, okay. During warmer weeks, they get up and have some food. Because of climate change, there are more warmer weeks, meaning hedgehogs are eating the food they need to survive in spring and summer. In other words, climate change could be the reason that some hedgehogs have no food. There are many things we can do to stop animals from going extinct. For example, I have adopted a snow leopard from the charity WWF. Before you ask, no, it doesn't live in my house. That would be just strange. But it made me wonder, why should you have to adopt a snow leopard just to protect it? You shouldn't really have to adopt anything just so it will stay alive. Climate change has affected snow leopards by melting the snow in their homes, meaning they have to move to higher up the mountains to survive, which is not always the right habitat for them. Another animal I saw when I was looking on the WWF website was a rhinoceros. I remembered reading a book with something in it about rhinoceroses. It said, northern white rhinos, critically endangered. There are only 2 northern white rhinos left in the world, and they're both female. Now, most of that is down to hunting, but some of that is climate change. Rhinos cannot sweat, so they rely on mud pits and shade trees to cool them down. Because of climate change, there are less of these, so it is estimated that the rhinos will die out by 2085. There are things that we can all do to stop climate change. For example, you could donate to charities that support endangered animals. You could raise awareness for people you know, or you could do simple things like turning off the lights when they are not in use. With a small group of people, you could do things like buying and donating to charity shops, walking, cycling, or getting public transport instead of driving, or eating local and seasonal food when you can. There are some things that the whole world could do to stop climate change, like making better public transport options, governments forcing less carbon use, and countries using solar and wind farms for power. All these things could make a big difference. As you can see, climate change is affecting animals in lots of different ways. But there are lots of different things that can be done to help these animals. I hope this taught you something about how to protect animals. So just remember, next time you get in the car, just think, could I get a bus there instead? Or the next time you leave your bedroom, if I turn the lights off, I can make a big difference. Or even when you brush your teeth, if I turn the water off, I could save a whole lot of water. Thank you, and please try to help save the planet.